Ma'am, I'm Feroze. It's such an honor to hear you. Every time I hear you, my confidence that our clients' interest is protected goes up dramatically. I'm not flattering you saying that, but there's one thing which keeps me...
I'll take it as a compliment.
Yeah, it's an honest compliment. One thing which keeps me up all night, I just thought I'll see your reaction to that. I was interpolating the return of India. If Indian household savings, which is about 400 lakh crores in financial assets, for the last 10 years, if you interpolate, give or take, gave a return of about 7% only, which was very close to the CPI number. Okay, if 426 lakh crores is there, how it is deployed if you assume a certain return for the last 10 years, and the real return of India, if that was one household, is practically nothing. So we as a wealth management outfit had an objective that there should be double-digit return, at least a 3-4% real return for our clients. Then if that were to happen, there's a lot of flight of capital from debt investments has to go to equity. But the 500th largest company in the country, in the listed space, has a free float of 4,000 crores. And the household saving is 426 lakh crores. If the return of India has to go to double digit, which is what I think the industry's objective should be, how will that not create a bubble? And I'm sure, like you ma'am said, that gave me a little santwana that 1,20,000 crores of good capital formation is going to happen. But I just thought I'll take your reaction to it.
So I think two things. One is what we all understand, that the startup ecosystem in our country is very vibrant, right? So we believe that the amount of supply of paper that will come going forward will actually increase manifold. So if we were to see how much private capital has come into the country in different forms, and all of that will manifest into the public markets, so where will that be? So we think that a good amount of paper will come into the market. The second thing that we are very hopeful about, and we see again a large role for SEBI to play in its development, is the entire REIT and InvIT system. So we believe that many of the REITs and InvITs are actually structured to be inflation proof, right? So for instance, if you take a particular structure of, let's say, commercial space and rental income from that, now it will keep pace with inflation. When you look at infrastructure assets, not directly, some structures have a built-in escalation clause, but in any case, the way the traffic will grow, it will be in a way inflation proof. So we actually think that there is a whole lot of paper which is right now being bought by very large investors, particularly the large foreign pension funds and insurance companies, sovereign wealth funds, because the structure is very, very good. So we believe that going forward, there is a huge opportunity for India to grow have an increased supply of paper, of REITs and InvITs, a large part of which could be inflation proofed. So there's one disclaimer I'm going to make right now. My personal opinion, normally I never give a personal opinion because everything is a SEBI opinion, but my colleagues have not yet bought into this personal opinion. So let me qualify my personal opinion based on a rather simplistic Excel sheet that we have worked on, is that the size of REITs, InvITs and muni bonds in our country could be equal to 1 time our GDP. So, Mr. Bhatia, he's little bit in my camp, not yet fully. But you see, he runs the REIT, InvIT and muni bond business in SEBI. So I am very, very confident that, 10 years down the line, we'll be looking at a number that will be very, very large. But a lot of work has to go into it. So I am very confident. See, when there's growth in the economy, the paper comes. So I am not worried. The people who need to worry is where there's no growth. If there's no growth, where's the paper? We have enough growth, we'll have enough paper.
Ma'am, thank you so much.
Thank you, ma'am.